Facebook will change its name to Meta. Why would Zuckerberg do that? Today, I would like to talk about the latest event in the world of technology, which will be the starting point of our changes in our online life and will affect not only communication, but also work, study, gaming space, and many other aspects. On October 28, 2021, Mark Zuckerberg presented his vision for social media in the near future. He called it the Meta World. Let's see if this is just a prediction, visionaryism, or an elaborate advertising campaign. Zuckerberg plans to replace social media networks with a Meta Universe, a global virtual reality platform where all users will communicate with each other without the need to be in a specific physical space and without being tied to special gadgets designed for the social network. What is Meta Universe? Over the past few years, the concept of Meta Universe has been super popular, with more and more references not only in the context of popular games like Roblox, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, but also AR and VR technologies. In 2021, the heads of Microsoft, Epic Games and Facebook have already mentioned the creation of a Meta Universe. However, each company in its own way sees the virtual universe of the future. According to science fiction writers, a meta world is a utopian virtual universe without the problems of reality. It is not affected by cultural, social, economic, or political differences. That is a kind of virtual asylum. And the most interesting is that the term meta world was coined by science fiction writer NEAL Stephenson in 1992, when he wrote the novel Snow Crash. In his vision, the meta-universe could become the next stage in the development of the internet, uniting physical, augmented, and virtual realities into a common digital world. People will be able to connect to the meta-virtual universe in the form of avatars and live as in reality, communicate, search for information, go shopping, study, and work. A person's avatar in the meta-universe can be anything, i.e., one can choose a completely different life from the real one. It turns out that a person will be able to live several virtual lives for one real life, and mistakes will not be as critical as in reality. Virtual death does not mean death in the real world. Why Zuckerberg decided to rename Facebook? The main reason for the renaming, according to Zuckerberg, is that Facebook is associated only with the social network. But in fact, the name includes many more projects. Therefore, the name change will allow users to take a different look at everything the company is. The Meta Universe will have to unite Facebook with other projects of the corporation, such as Messenger, WhatsApp, social network Instagram, virtual reality devices Oculus, virtual reality platform Horizon, etc. Zuckerberg specified that it will not be a simple rebranding of the social network, but a rebirth into a completely new platform, which will gradually attract more and more users to digital reality. The sense of presence will be as close to reality as possible through the use of holograms and the widespread use of augmented and virtual reality devices. Zuckerberg has grand plans for the next 10 years. His metaverse should have at least 1 billion users, and the new ecosystem for its expansion will create millions of jobs in a couple of years, both for software and service developers and content creators. Why Meta? Where did Zuckerberg get the name? The head of Facebook revealed that Meta comes from the Greek word for after, beyond, and for him it is symbolic. Zuckerberg understands this concept as that it is always possible to create a unique project and not to stop there, but to move on to the next chapter of the story. Another piece of news regarding Zuckerberg Corporation is that the new names Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp will remain the same for now. There are also no plans to make changes to the corporate structure of the company at first. What has already been done for the emergence of the Meta.com universe? The head of Facebook Reality Labs, Andrew Bosworth, began recruiting a Meta Universe development team back in July. The main task will be to unite the digital spaces of the Facebook ecosystem in one virtual place. Facebook already has a VR project that could become the basis for a Meta Universe, the social environment Horizon, where developers have been able to create many of the necessary movements for a more realistic perception of the virtual world. Another project, Infinite Office, a virtual office for working from home through an Oculus Quest 2 headset, was introduced by Facebook in 2020. Top Facebook and Oculus executives have long pondered the idea of creating a meta universe. Right now, all of today's digital worlds are independent of each other. Interaction only occurs as needed. It is too early to talk about the imminent emergence of an idealistic meta world. It will take some time before the understanding of how it should be arranged will come.